All right, that's right, y'all. It's time to make your dreams a reality. It's time to make your dreams a reality. How do you do that? You get to work. We get to work. We don't make excuses. We execute. We execute on what our goals are and what our dreams are, on the places that we're going. We execute. We have a plan. We have a vision. We know what we're headed towards. And guess what we do? We execute every day. Daily disciplines. Moments, decisions that you make on a daily basis. Not what you're going to make next week, not where you're going to be at the end of the year. Today, your daily discipline. You show me your life right now, I'll show you what your disciplines have been. If we create brand new disciplines, new habits, new routines, right? It changes the outcome. We might have to think about our life differently. We might have to think about those decisions differently. We might have to think about the consequences of those decisions differently, but we have to take different action. We got to execute. This was just a reminder on this Wednesday, April 22nd, that you got to execute. You got to go, right? You got to have that internal clock that's ticking, that's saying, man, I got to get going. I got to get going. I got to make these calls. I got to get out this job. I got to talk to this person. I got to make this money. I got to do it. I got to go, right? Like we got to have that. People that are not successful don't have that sense of urgency. You heard ET in there joke and say, y'all think you're going to live till you're 200, 300 years old. There's just this waking up and just going through the motions as if we don't get one life, as if we only get one shot at this thing, as if there will come a certain time where we don't have the energy to continue to do the things we want to do. It'll come a time where you don't have the energy. You might want to, you might think about it, but you actually don't have the energy. You don't have the physical, emotional, spiritual energy to go do the things that you want to do. That's how we get to that stage of regret. But that's not us, ladies and gentlemen. That's not us. We're not ever going to live in a state of regret. It's not going to be, man, I wish I would have. I wish I could have. I should have done this. None of that. We're going to start today, every day, and we're going to be intentional about continuing to go, continuing to get towards the life that we say that we want. But we got to execute. So that's what I wrote down. Execution is worshiped, right? You got to execute. You got to do what you say you're going to do. Don't just think about it, actually do it. I said I was going to make 20 calls, make 20 calls. I said I was going to wake up at this time, wake up at that time. Execute. Execute. We don't always think about this if we come from a job because the job doesn't always require us to execute. It just requires us to show up and do a bit of our job. But we all know we've all worked with people that are not good at what they do. They don't show up on time. Like they're not good employees. And yet they still make money, right? Like it's not you're not rewarded for execution. But now you want to get to the life that you don't need a break from. You want to get to your ideal life. Well, you have to understand that execution is what will be worshiped, not just your ideas. Execution, the fact that you did what you said you're going to do. So we got to put in these daily disciplines, y'all. Daily disciplines. What do you need to put in today that becomes a daily discipline, not a 5 days on, 2 days off discipline? Right? That's the employee world. 5 days on, 2 days off. No, 7 day a week discipline. We started today's call with what? Your first 20 minutes of your day, your first 30 minutes of your day can be yours. That can be a daily discipline you put in place. Daily, every single day, 7 days a week. There's other things in your eating, in the way you move your body, in your finances. There are daily disciplines you can put in place, but you got to do that. I wrote down get it done, no excuses. Remove any excuses from your life. Remove people away from your life that constantly give excuses, right? It's important. You're the average of the 5 people you spend time with. If the people around you are constantly giving excuses, you'll be the next person that gives excuses. If you get around people that don't accept excuses, that won't say like that, won't allow you the out to have an excuse, it'll raise your standard. It'll raise your level of expectation for yourself because we don't have excuses. We just execute. If it is to be, it's up to me. It's my fault that this didn't happen. It's my fault that that didn't happen. So guess what we got to do? We just got to change. We got to execute. Get it done. Get it done. No excuses. Make better decisions. I wrote that down. Make better decisions. Our life is a culmination of the small decisions that we make, not just the big decisions, the small decisions, not just the big life moves, but like, what did you choose to put in your body today? Where did you choose to spend time today? What did you choose to watch today? Who did you choose to talk to today? What work did you choose to get done today? Where did you choose to spend your mental energy, your emotional energy today? These are decisions that we make on a daily basis. So, can you make better decisions starting today? Today, April 22nd, can you start by making better decisions? Make a better decision about what you want in your health life or what you're choosing to do with your health if you want a better outcome in your health life. Choose to make a better decision with your finances today so that you can have a better financial future, so that you can save more, get out of debt, make more money, whatever it is. You have to make and choose to make these decisions on a daily basis to get your life to the place that you want it to go. It's in the small decisions. Always remember that. In our text, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, the one that I chose, though, was the great ones have a sense of urgency. You heard them talk about a sense of urgency in the video. You heard me say, hey, we gotta have that thing that's ticking, right? I snap my fingers like this because that's always how my brain is working. It's like we gotta go. Oh, there's not enough time. I don't know if you feel that way, that there's not enough time in the day. Maybe it's because you're busy. What I've noticed is people that aren't on a mission, sometimes the days are long. Oh, it was such a long day. Oh, it was such a long day. Well, when you when you have this sense of urgency, like I gotta get rolling, it just never feels like there's enough time in the day. The day feels short. Feels like they're right, like you just can't, there's so much happening. But do you live your life with that sense of urgency? Do you have that ticker going off in your head every day of like, I gotta go, I don't have long, I gotta go, I gotta go? If not, I would encourage you. It's healthy to have. If you want to get to the life you don't need a break from, you want to get to this life, this ideal life that you envision, you gotta know, you gotta go. You got to have that sense of urgency. Here's what it says in the text. It says middle class performers operate like there's an endless amount of time in a day, week, month, year in life. The world class is extremely sensitive to time. The great ones have a sense of urgency because they are operating at a level of awareness that constantly reminds them the present moment is all any of us really have. The world class is on a mission to fulfill a dream, and they know the clock is ticking. The only time amateur performers develop a sense of urgency is toward the end of the day, week, or before they go on vacation. Imagine if they channel that same energy, enthusiasm, and focus into their everyday performance. Worldwide productivity would probably triple in one day. Professional performers constantly remind themselves that life is short, and if they are going to make something happen, now is the time. This thought process makes the middle class uncomfortable. Remember, they prefer to operate in a state of mild delusion. Knowing the clock is ticking and none of us know how much time we have left is too uncomfortable for emotional amateurs. For pros who operate from objective reality, it's a primary motivating force. It's one of the reasons the great ones tend to pursue large, magnificent visions. They know their time on earth is limited and they want to leave a legacy. Their sense of urgency goes back to the beginning of the mental toughness process. Pay attention. Clearly defining what you want. Clearly defining what you want. It says here, what do you have a sense of urgency to do? If you know the answer, you can implement this world-class philosophy immediately. If not, make it your mission to discover the embers that burn within your soul and focus that passion on what you really want. Don't stop until you find it. When you do, create a sense of urgency to act on it now. Don't hesitate. Pursue your dream boldly and fearlessly. It may be later than you think. Sometimes this is a hard concept to hold tension for. Sometimes it's hard to think about that we only have a certain amount of time on this earth, that you only have a certain amount of time to get to make your dreams come true. You only have a certain amount of time to make this legacy that you've been thinking about actually happen. You have a window of time. Sometimes that's a hard concept to think about, right? It's hard to hold the tension knowing that we're not going to be here forever and that you have only a certain amount of time and energy to go make this thing happen. But that is the tension you need to hold to let yourself know that you got to get going. It's not okay to waste a day, a week, a month, of not doing and not getting to the life that you want, not changing how you think, not listening to something new, not pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, not taking risks, like just having the same old things happen. You have to know that every day counts. Every day matters. Every pin matters. Joking. I just got done with a bowling season, and like we are, no, our team was notorious for losing a game by one pin. Like it rarely happens, right? Normally you lose by a bunch, you lose by 20, you lose by 50, we lost like 4 or 5 games in the season by one pin. So I don't know if you understand in bowling, right? Like there's plenty of opportunities to pick up like one extra pin. And we lost a bunch. So we had a running joke that said like every pin matters. Like it doesn't matter if you have like a split, like hit one of them because we've lost plenty of games. That mindset our team had, like you should carry in life. Like every day matters. Like every 20-minute pocket of time that you have that you waste matters. Every 30 minutes that you just veg out and do nothing, like it actually matters for you getting to the life that you want. It matters. There's no, right, this, well, I'll just get to it tomorrow. I'll just procrastinate. No, no, no. Like the sense of urgency says that every moment matters. Every day matters. Every minute matters. Like it matters to you getting to the life that you want. And so you've got to have this sense of urgency. It says it in here, and I highlighted it. The sense of urgency goes back to the beginning of this process, which is clearly defining what you want. If you don't feel like you have a sense of urgency, maybe you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out, well, what exactly do I want? What is burning in my soul? What is my why that's going to make me cry when I really think about if I can make this happen, if this happens. That's how deep your conviction should be. That's how deep your wanting to win is because when you get it, it brings tears of bliss, of joy, of excitement. Yes, you are a little nervous, but man, can you imagine what it's going to be like to have that, to show that, to do that, whatever that is? That brings the sense of urgency. Once you start to realize, man, this is what I want more than anything, you start to have this sense of urgency develop in you. That's you just got to go get it. You're not going to hesitate. You're not going to wait. You're not waiting on someone's permission to allow you to do something. You're not going to wait until someone tells you like that, they believe in you or whatever the case is. You have an internal sense of urgency that says, I'm going to go make this happen. I'm going to go pursue my dream boldly and fearlessly. I don't know how long I have, so I'm going to act on it now. Do you have this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you have this sense of urgency in you? If not, this is what you work on today. This is what you work on this week. This is what you work on. You work on figuring out, how do I get this sense of urgency? If we got to start at the drawing board, which is figuring out what you want, then we've talked about that plenty of weeks. Get yourself quiet. Maybe this week, this weekend, separate yourself from your family, from your friends, from your peers, from your coworkers, from the noise. Separate yourself from the noise and get clear. Sit with yourself. Take 30 minutes, take an hour, take 2 hours, take a day to sit with yourself and find out what you want, what you like, what you're good at, what the world needs, what's pulling your heart. Like just sit with yourself. Take some time, cut out the noise. And that's how you're going to start that process. If you've already figured that out, you already have a vision written out, you know what you want to do, you know where you're headed, your why is pulling you. Then you have to ask yourself, well, what do I need to do to get this sense of urgency? It probably comes in some daily disciplines you need to put in place. Probably comes in the form of some daily disciplines, 7 day a week daily disciplines that you put in place that are pushing you, pulling you towards the life that you want, pulling you towards the man or woman God called you to be, right? Because this is what the process requires. The reason you have the vision is so that you grow into the person you need to be. It's not so that you fully get to the vision. It's so that you grow into the person you need to be. And we're not the people we need to be in order to get to the life we're asking for. That's what this process is doing. That's what your work is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what your work is. It's your ability to say, you know what? I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I got to keep getting up. I got to keep waking up. I got to act on this now. I got to have this sense of urgency. I got to know that time is ticking. I got to know I don't have a lot of time left. So, what do I need to get done today? Every day counts. Every moment counts. You're not going to waste this Wednesday. You're going to do something that pushes you out of your comfort zone. You're going to do something that challenges you. You're going to do something that scares you a little bit. You're going to do something that you're a novice at, that you're an amateur at, that you're not really good at. That's what you're going to do today. And it's going to cause you to grow. It's going to cause you to step out of your comfort zone. It's going to cause you to become the best version of yourself, y'all. And that's what we're here to do. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve it. Your families deserve it. If no one ever tells you, I'll tell you all the time. You deserve to win in life, whatever that looks like for you. Health, wealth, love, happiness, have all the great relationships, have all the money you want, have all the time, freedom, all the things that you want. You deserve it. And it's going to require you to become different. That's all. You deserve it. And it's going to require you to do some work. You're going to have to become a different person in order to take it, but it's possible. We got to go out and make it happen. Do something that scares you this Wednesday. I'll see you back here on Friday. Love you guys. Take care.